Yeah, guys, it's me again. Yeah, it's the darkened video one more time. I'm dealing with Madam Psychotic. I try to get her relaxed enough tonight. It's the 16th, 17th, 16th, I think. And it's Wednesday of July 2025. When Mama, when the mama's dog does something that she's happy with, she likes to run around and wants to play, even around midnight. Got the Christmas lights on because it's low illumination, and it helps her on some occasions. She still can't stand it, but it's got some illumination for her. I'm not keeping the damn main light on because that's energy eating. But I also saw this Christmas lights, but lower. But I'm trying to keep it a nice subdued lighting here so my mother can relax. And at times she's not relaxing, she's stressing herself out. And this is one of those nights. Yeah, right. Okay. That being said, I was trying to stay off the political news, but I just had to see what was going on. She's gonna complain to me, and she goes off into the darkened apartment, and she's gonna whine because she can't see where the hell she's going. She wants to play. So fair that everything's dark. How dare she? How dare it? And she's complaining about it. So she'll get some water instead. I was going to talk about Trump. All they're doing is talking about the damn Epstein files. The only thing they know how to do is talk about the damn Epstein files. I don't know. Does the Epstein files have anything critical? At least in my book. But the MAGA world is consumed with it. Trump did this shit in the first term, the second term. Now it's like either it's there, it's not there. Bondi says she has it, she doesn't have it. Make up your mind to it. Sanctimonious still wants to have his alligator garden of people. Here's the thing: weather conditions got so screwed up in Florida, right by the Everglades, all thing gets swamped. So much for keeping it nice, dry for the people. It's very nice and miserable over there, even for some of the first 250 inmates they have. They're supposed to have enough time to get them out of there. Well, so much for the early advanced warning of a weather system. Damn, we didn't have that, did we? We didn't have our weather systems up and operating because they're no longer functioning. No staff, or very little staff. And how about the Department of Education? Well, that's going to screw me over one way or another because I usually depend upon grants from the Department of Education, both from the state and Fed. Which means I'll probably qualify barely enough to get into the campus or even online to get schooling going, but I'd have to scrape up money from the limited resources of Social Security to buy material. Now, I'm still awarded and authorized, but how is it going to be for next term or the term after that? I don't know. So Trump, one way, is screwing over people's lives one way or another. But he keeps blaming it's everybody else's fault. The one slice of good news we actually had is 2,000 National Guard are no longer patrolling the streets of Los Angeles. They packed up, hitched up, and gone. Are they going somewhere else? I don't know. If they're on fire detail, that'll be a grateful thing right there. But if not, well, some other city or state's going to have to deal with these guys. And they had a lousy place of living. They lived in the federal buildings, but not comfortably enough. They lived and slept on the floors. and whatever kind of food they managed to scrape up somewhere. But somebody actually give these guys some MREs. I mean, there's plenty of restaurants around town, but if you're going to be doing your business as a National Guard all garbed up, I don't think the eateries or groceries would have been too kind to these guys. It's not their fault. It's Trump's. Hang on a second. I got to calm her down a bit. Yeah, so I had to put a blanket on her and just calm her down a little bit. I think that much anyway. At one time, the idea was floated around to having all these alligator places. Another idea which I had not verified and is still pissing me off. Rumor or is fact, because I can't get into the news sources to find out if this is legitimate or not. If Trump really decides he wants concentration camps all over the damn country, he wants millions of people in there, or is that Stephen Miller that wants it? We got an issue, boys and girls. A while ago, I felt like I was on a warpath. I wanted to be on a warpath at this point over here because this is what Trump wanted. He wanted us divided. He wanted us segregated. He wanted us subdivided, actually. And we have to put brown skin or different people either in jail or out of the country just because. No due process, none of it. Capture, hook them up, throw them somewhere uncomfortable, torture the hell out of them, and even if they start screaming, I'm still American, it may or may not be so, start devising a way to get them out of the country because they don't like brown-skinned people. You're talking about the most racially profiling, sorry sons of bitches we've had in this particular term, and yet in the first term, we've had them, and now the second term, they're on the loose. It's only by lawsuits after lawsuits after lawsuits and constant pressure by the press to keep it in the news stories if they're allowed to do so, because FCC is still ruled by the Trump administration, the trash bags, the Trumplicans, whatever title I use for them in the first place. They made sure the Senate is trying to shut down, through a rescission bill, PBS, NPR, Sesame Street, Nationally Public. You should have seen the other Kennedy asshole in the Senate, when it sounds like he's from the South somewhere, and has the intelligence of a pea brain half the time. He keeps looking at the PBS as its cost savings. It's all publicly funded, and yet we got streaming, we got this, we got that. We may have it, but public education is still priority. And so is national alerts and news programs, and they don't like it. It's too liberal, it's too woke for them. So those argued. Just one guy arguing about it. We got to defund it. If we got to defund it, they're going to have to find corporate sponsorships. Corporation for Public Broadcasting won't get a dime out of the U.S. taxpayers if the good old boys in the Senate, who sound like they're worse than coming out of a damn first grade class. No, they want the money in their own damn pockets. Screw the public. They want it for themselves. That's how it is. That being said.